Good evening, gamers. We are back after a bit of a hiatus, not from playing the game, but from streaming. Um, and what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be um, terrorizing the entire game and, yeah, attempting to clear the entire game in one playthrough, um, as in not not in one go tonight, but as in by the time I'm done. I'll be able to walk anywhere in the entire game and not run into a monster. So I'm planning on killing every monster in every zone and every dungeon, um, for no good reason other than it sounded fun. I've chosen the absolute worst modifier, Fire Enchanted. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have started with Fire Enchanted. Because now there's going to be a lot more fire immune. I think that's how it works. Maybe it's not. So I'm running a modified version of a, the popular Blood Boil build. I I do have Blood Boil maxed out, and two of the extra, what are they called? Um, Modifier bonuses skills maxed out, but I didn't max both of them all the way out. I did max my Tainted all the way out, so they should be doing maximum fire damage. And I also have a Bound Demon, um, and that is base 15 points, so that I can get um, I can get uniques, but not super uniques, because I want cursed uh, to proc. That way, my blood boil does more damage. So I managed to find a tainted unique that was cursed when I bound him, because of the extra skill points getting up to 20. That means the bound demon gains aura enchanted, and this one happened to have the aura of um, frost. I don't remember what the actual aura's name is, but it's basically, it does the cold thing. And that means that cursed will proc even more, especially in large groups. And it's just going to help me clear the game so much faster. I mean, without curse, this or this build is not that good. At least I don't think so. I think the curse damage is basically necessary. So that is what I'm doing. Um, from all my testing, I have found that the best demon for binding that isn't super unique, because obviously if it was super unique, you just use Hephaesto. Um, but I think that the absolute best are the Pit Fiends, because they don't even need, they proc Cursed so often. I have no idea what makes them proc it so quickly and so frequently, but they don't even need the aura to proc it a lot. Um, the aura is nice because, you know, it slows down enemies and can slow down their attacking and stuff like that. So there's other benefits for the aura other than it proccing for every other type but the Pit Fiend. But the Pit Fiend does not need the frozen aura, the Holy Freeze aura. That's what it's called, Holy Freeze. And so I like them, but right now I have a Tainted as my unique that I found. He's got the right aura. He's pretty good. Yeah, I have no complaints about him. I'll certainly keep him around unless I see some other type of enemy that is already cursed and has that aura. Or the next cursed Pit Fiend I find. I think cursed Pit Fiend with cursed Pit Fiend with multi-shot is really what I would, that's what I would trade him out for. Okay, so the Den of Evil is cleared. Did not get a Herald. But it is what it is. I think the best chance you have to get a Herald in there is if you're already on tier 4 or 5, because the chance to spawn starts at a lower kill percentage. So right now I'm on a tier 1. I don't even get a chance to spawn until like 60% clear, and even then it's low. But like if it was a tier 5, I think your chance to spawn begins at 20% clear, but you have a sort of less chance per monster. But it starts sooner, so I think that's probably the best way to do Den of Evil, if I was to guess. Hopefully, during this quest, we'll get a Sunder or two. I'm not necessarily counting on it. I do have one Sunder already. It's a Fire Sunder. So, if this Warlock... Pardon me. If this Warlock doesn't make it to level 99, I'll try a Fire Warlock next. And I've got a Fire Sunder Charm. Fire is supposed to be still pretty OP. So... And I've got rune words and runes that are all good for fire. So that's what I'll try next, because obviously if this guy dies, it means I just don't know how to be a summoner properly. I'd also love if over the course of this quest I gained 1 or 2 levels. If I wind up at level 92, I'll be really happy. You know, that does bring up something interesting. I mean, I think, wouldn't it be nice to just be happy no matter what level I was? It would be, but it helped to be 99. That's the goal. Okay, not very many enemies left in the Bloodmoor, so not too many opportunities left to get a Herald and start my Herald streak. I honestly think that might have been it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There it is. I need to charge this staff up. I don't know what that um, cube recipe is off the top of my head, so I'll have to research that. But yeah, I'll just, when I think I'm done, I will just teleport around and just make sure that I killed everything. So in that case, I'm pretty sure I killed everything. Not sure what Monster Shrine does. I think it turns one of the nearest enemy groups into a unique pack. I'm not sure. Oh, here's Pissy Posh. Let's get him out of here. That might be the unique that spawned because of the Monster Shrine. He's down. First stop back in town. Not that I'll be counting that crap, but, you know, it is the first step back in town. Let's see what we got. Ooh, 24% chance of getting better items. That's not bad. Lightning resists. One to strengthen it. Not my favorite stuff.
What you need?
It's a pretty good amulet though, so I will keep it. I have a bad habit of keeping way more stuff than I need or could ever want. All right. So let's do the cave. Clear out the cave. It is huge. We gotta remember to kick all the barrels as well, because if we don't kick the barrels, we won't get all the enemies that are hiding in the barrels. The point is, for really, the main point is to kill every monster. Excuse me. I'm here to kill the monsters. That's what I want to do. I was pretty pleased to get an achievement that I wasn't sure that I was ever going to get earlier today, and that is the achievement for gambling a unique item. Didn't take that long, actually. I got a unique club, maybe what, less than 100. I had to buy less than 100 clubs before the unique popped. So I think that was pretty good luck. I know that on my old game before the expansion, and when you could get the gull from from gambling, I must have bought 600 daggers and didn't get one. So to get one after probably less than 100 was a nice little win. I needed a little win today, you know. Some days you just... Oh, here comes a herald. Awesome. I just wanted to get my mercenary away from the herald right now. Didn't want him to be the only one tanking all the hits. I'm not worried about a tier 1 herald. I think we'll very easily handle them, but and down he goes. Oh, and it gave me a unique spear. I'm 90% sure I don't need that, but just in case. Oh, I do. I didn't have it. Nice. The Dragon Chang. I mean, that is terrible. That is a terrible item. I guess it's only rec level 8, so it might be one of the best things you can get at level 8, I'm not sure. But it looks terrible to me. So I'll be happy I don't even think I'm gonna sell it. It's not worth anything, is it? I'm just gonna drop it on the ground. Thank you for unlocking in my codex. I don't need you. And we'll just keep killing everything because the point is to kill everything. Yeah, and now that I got that first one to spawn, like I said, they'll start spawning. They'll start having the ability to spawn even earlier in the clear. Um, which I guess get them out of the way early. I don't know what the philosophy is there. Like, is it good? Is it bad? Is it nothing? I think it's probably nothing. Okay. So that is the cave cleared. Now let me look up the recipe real quick for um recharging weapons. Recharge weapon. Oh, what the hell? Not. Yeah, there we go. Recharge weapon D2R. Weapon. Or chipped gem. She didn't say what gem, so I'll use a sapphire and see if that works. So I have 99 of them. And then orc. Ah, look at that. I got an achievement. I got 45 charges back on my staff. Teleport again. Unfortunately, I don't. I'm not made of orc runes, so hopefully I don't waste all those teleports. But so I'll very likely still be running everywhere, which makes me want, you know, kind of makes me want a different bound demon already. Because if I could get a pit fiend that has vigor and move around a lot faster, and he still procs cursed all the time. And might just make my whole game go a lot faster since I'm not really willing to use all my teleports like that. I do miss having all the auras and stuff from an Act 2 mercenary, but oh my gosh, I just found another unique. Okay, so that one I had seen before. But wild. Unique out of a bit box like that. Um yeah, I missed the auras from a level 2 mercenary or Act 2 mercenary, but this Act 3 mercenary stays alive so much more. Oh my god. Act 2 mercenary just kept dying. And it's because I don't have very good stuff. Like that's just a plate armor that I forged, a blood armor, and he's wearing Crown of Thieves, which has 9% lifesteal. He's got Blood Moon, which has 11% lifesteal. And this one does not have lifesteal. His sword, but it's a pretty good sword, so and it's very varied in the amount of the type of damage it does. So gets through immunities and stuff. So I like it. Um, like it for that reason. All right, so I happen to know that the burial grounds all counts as one. So there's the upper level here that has Blood Raven and all these zombies. At least I was about to say she should be up here. We got it pretty good. There's all these undead up here, plus Blood Raven, who I guess she counts as undead. I don't think you can't bind her, so she must be undead. But also the crypts. You have to clear out the crypts for the clear percentage to count towards spawning a herald. So I do have to clear out all these enemies anyway. But I know for a fact that a herald will not spawn up here unless I were to go down there. Excuse me, and clear out the crypts. Man, I'm just yawning like crazy. So, as I said, we gotta kick all the barrels. I saw on Reddit where somebody showed that they got an erected mesh from kicking barrels. So we'll be kicking all the barrels. We're gonna be doing it anyway to lure out all the monsters. should have known better than to just run through that doorway, but luckily I didn't suffer any consequences. A natural four-socketed monarch. Now that is a bit of a rarity and a nice little find. Means I don't have to use my socket quest on a monarch for someone else's spirit. Alright, that's the mausoleum I think cleared out. Appears that I have multiple Malabrigos orbs going on. Yep. I don't need more than one of those. So
What you need?
sell, sell, sell. Sell all that. Alright. So alright, just gonna do the crypt, I think it's called. Alright. And this is the last area of the burial grounds, so hopefully. Oh, look at that. Hell rune from Kicking a Barrel. No. That is just nice, isn't it? Alright, here it comes. Level 2 Herald.
I can't carry anymore.
I think I might only make it through the cold plains tonight. Now, Far Oasis and Maggot Lair is nice because each layer of the Maggot Lair counts as a new Herald zone. would be nice if it told you how far along you were in killing all the monsters in an area, but it doesn't. So you kind of just have to go by feel and say, did I get everybody over there? Oh, here you go. Oh, wow. I think she got mixed in with another group. Because I don't think that she can have two. Oh, I don't think it's possible to have two auras, is it? That sounds like cheating. Yeah. Someone else had. Someone else had an aura too. It was Might, and she had something. Hmm. On several pull runes so far.
Greetings.
Two of them today. Alright, Dust Shroud. It's got good defense and stuff, but it's ultimately stupid. Just give me 35,000 gold. That's what it's here for. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that multiple, um, whatever they're called, heralds can't spawn in the same location, so there's not a lot of points to continuing on killing in this area, other than my stated alternate purpose, which was, again, kill absolutely everything in the entire game. Oh, so there's a up here, shaman. Oh, I almost logged out. We don't want to log out. Although, come to think of it, that is probably how we'll lose the run. By forgetting that I'm supposed to just turn off the TV instead. logging out. I can't keep going on because I keep nodding off. And so that is it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.